It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cowboys nothing. Set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Jalen Mills in on the stop.
And 10 at the 21-yard line.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 24, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15.
And I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Keyshawn Vaughn, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Then the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Giants 10, Cowboys 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This time Jackson will throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 40-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Cowboys 7.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
11-yard line.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now
solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Touchdown, Giants! Raheem Mostert, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cowboys.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's Mostert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
He was taken down by...
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Dallas.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Mayfield sacked. A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
1st down, Cowboys.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Jones, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
He was brought down.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Lamar Jackson, 56 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Giants 29, Cowboys 7.
And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Aaron Jones.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cowboys.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
First down, Mayfield. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Number 14,
Chris Godwin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they try the sweep to Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Jamonte Casey on the coverage.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. This is Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Dee Ford that time showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss.
Cowboys 13.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
The Cowboys on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now left side on the swing pass. Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
27 on the play. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Dallas.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 86.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. That's caught at the 1. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. And it's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, and he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And again, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Today's final score, Giants 50.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Dallas, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
With this, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this, Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? The whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts.